Everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the brink of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Chiefs going up against the 49ers. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by a man making his second start in his Super Bowl, the other one being a loss to Baltimore in Super Bowl 47. It's Colin Kaepernick.
And that came in his second year in the league. His first as a starter. He took over a little bit before midseason, I guess it was, and led them home. But how difficult must it have been for him? One throw away from being a Super Bowl champion. He burns to get that trophy.
And now he's got a chance to try and get that trophy. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So on 4th down, out comes Bradley Pinion to punt this one away. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. We go with Jamal Charles. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And the offense there, the O-line, ever handled it at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very offensive line, but how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's got time. And that is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there.
Go KC.
And that brings up 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Antonio Brown.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The Chiefs defense, they get set and ready to do battle again. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? The 3-and-outs, that's almost
You are a
to
cheater.
Defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3-and-out. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys.
Because I have Kaepernick.
That receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle,
You got Antonio Brown, cheater.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the
And
danger
you
zone
got
when you
Gronk,
decide to
Julio,
blitz
and
it
Odell
because
Beckham,
if he's
JR
able to
cheater.
diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that...
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. But, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they?
Le'Veon Bell.
Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after.
Not cheating, just that I made very good trades.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Then why you don't put the 49ers players? Oh wait, they suck.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And the 49ers defense gets ready here as they trot back out there. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense.
I can still beat Casey with regular players.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And nothing doing. He's immediately
Then do
taken
it.
down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Clay Matthews
K
is
after.
an absolute force. Multiple Pro Bowls as an outside linebacker. He can swing inside and create the same havoc.
One v one.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. It's a
FPS.
5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Smith. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes. K put gamer tag.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith surveying the field.
XX rabies here.
This is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rod Streeter, 69 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
1v1 boy.
Ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions.
Now I will be
Take
your
over
dad.
here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful.
I have to
isn't it?
side
When
into
you
ya.
scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Don't know my password.
Now a play fake here on first
Make a
down.
new one.
The left side completion to Jones. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Over the middle to Beckham. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can right foot in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They slot Gronkowski outright. To throw, Kaepernick. He's got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain of 35 that time. And the 49ers are set up now with a 1st and goal.
They took a shot downfield towards the end zone, and he came up with a big-time catch, but he was tackled a little bit short of the goal line. Now the defensive...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Eddie Lacy, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
You have a mic.
Job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run coming from Eddie Lacy. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away.
Why you not talking?
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Charles the lone setback. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Brown. Look at the spin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Odell Beckham, 71 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Now Dawson for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Really held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run. And it was stopped by a second level player.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 3rd and 4.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me is balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now Brown.
Whoosh.
He won't go down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder coming up at the intermission. We'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
Hey, 91.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
Third and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. Take it over. We step aside. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So as the set designers rush out here to get us ready for the spectacle to come at intermission, these two teams will head to the locker room in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Midway through the first, Bell's going to look for space, and he'll take it in for the touch. That puts them up by a touchdown. Third down from the 30. Smith's able to find his mark deep downfield, and he's gone as he sprints into the end zone. Chiefs 49ers on offense. First quarter winding down. The deep offside. 49ers now later on the drive. Lacey's looking for room to run, and he'll run it in from 5 yards out. That takes the lead up to 7. Now 2nd and 8. Kaepernick's got his mark near the sideline. After the long pass, he'll score.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. Now Smith going underneath for Charles. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time, and out will come. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Tomahawley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Now Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Here's Thomas. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Smith over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's got time in the pocket. Catch made right side by Wilson. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Oh, he shifts past him. Still on his feet. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners are going to take possession, albeit deep in their own territory. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give
Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. Dez Bryant, 88 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Partner, you know the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for them.
He's going to go. Albert Wilson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Albert Wilson, 72 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Now he's forced out right. He can run for it, and he will. And a nifty little deep juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Now that looked like the Colin Kaepernick we got to know early in his career. Able to scramble and pick up a first down. We haven't seen as much of that in recent time.
Yeah, you know he's got the size to do it. Out of high school, 6'5", 170, but now 230, and we see what he can do with that frame.
And I heard people didn't want to step in as a hitter against him because he's a pretty darn good pitcher in high school.
92-mile-per-hour fastball in high school. In the red zone this time. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Kaepernick going to throw. He'll bite, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Colin Kaepernick with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
That time, a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, what a move. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
A chance for us to look now at this 49ers defense. They've had a couple passing touchdowns against them in this game, and that last drive they really got picked apart.
They've got to figure out how to tighten things up because no matter what they've done, whatever adjustments they've made, offense has been a step ahead of them. So they've got to figure it out. Usually, a sack of the quarterback can help change the momentum.
Maybe bring some pressure.
I think maybe a little bit of pressure would help them greatly.
11 yards on the pickup. Good enough for a Kansas City first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Smith now on second down. Looking for the out route. It's complete to Macklin. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Finding time. All kinds of time. And his throw is incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Smith throwing again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To the air again, Smith. He's got time. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Give him 14 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up. One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Charles the lone setback. Second and 10, Smith again. Caught here by Conley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Third and 2, Smith. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
A 10-play drive that time. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Beckham, the lone receiver right.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Allen Bailey in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Bryant. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to crown a champion after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fresh set of downs here. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Over the middle to Beckham. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And now here comes Kansas City. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here." Do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Out to the right here to Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought 19, and it moves the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Smith. Catch made right side by Wilson. It's a pickup of 14 there, and that'll be good for a KC 1st down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Smith throwing again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. DeAnthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Smith on 3rd down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And quickly they get to the line. From the red zone now, Smith. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now it's Smith. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Going underneath for Charles. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's caught by Thomas for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And that will cut this lead down to 13. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other
right?
sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense. Still 1st down.
Down to a knee here. The defense, that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.